Hello Red Bulls, it's game week 3. It's almost time for us to be playing 2 games in one day. We haven't had a chance to practice this week, of course, because of the rain. And so this is going to be our only chance to talk about the games this week. And there's some important things to talk about because we're going to make some tactical changes. Okay, so let me just start off by saying exactly what we have been doing. As you know, we've been playing what's called a 2-3-1, 2 in defense, 3 in midfield, 1 in attack. We've been playing very wide. Okay, we've been talking about getting the ball out wide when we have it, running down the flanks, and then getting the ball into the middle. Okay, now we're gonna have to make some changes for this reason. Okay. I've been able to watch some of the other games and some of the other teams, and one of the things that I've noticed is that at least 2, if not 3 of the other teams have some bigger players, okay? And they just happen to have bigger players, 5th graders who are older 5th graders, and they're just big for their age. These players, they're essentially just, the ball just getting kicked really far down the field because they've got big, strong players. And they're fast, and they are literally just, they get the ball and they're just knocking it into space and running past the defense and getting one-on-one with the goalkeeper and often scoring. There's not a lot of skill happening. They don't pass the ball really well like we do. They're not being smart with it and drawing players out and all of this and knocking the ball and tricking. They're literally just bullying their way through the defense by just knocking the ball into space and running through, okay? Now, we are, after last game week, we are actually top of the league. The first game week, I just found out, the first game week didn't count because they were just scrimmages, okay? So we are the only team in the entire league that haven't conceded a goal. We haven't been scored on, and that's because we have a great defense. But we're going to need to tighten things up a little bit tactically in order to make this work for us, I think. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we are going to play, okay, we're going to play 3 at the back instead of 2, okay, and then in the midfield, we are going to play 3 in the midfield as well, okay. We're not going to play an out-and-out striker, someone who's just up top by themselves. We're going to simply play 2 blocks of 3, and we're going to play closer together. That's the really important thing. We're going to play closer together, okay? And let me just point this out to you before we go any further, okay? What you're going to notice on the grass fields out there is that we have our box, okay? And then we have what's called the D, all right? And the D is just this thing. It's, excuse the bad tape work, it's all I had time to do. The edge of the D, okay, lines up on these grass fields that we're playing on with the edge of the center circle, and then of course the edge of the center circle lines up with the edge of their D, okay? This is what we call the central channel, okay? And we are gonna line our players up, okay, so one defender is gonna be on the edge of the D right here, right on the edge here. One's going to be right in the middle, in line with the goalkeeper, the middle of the goal, and the other on the other edge of the D, okay? And then the same with attack. We're going to line up like this, edge of the semicircle, right in the middle on, right on the center kickoff spot, and then on the other edge of the circle. That's how we line up. 2 blocks of 3. Now, some people have been playing in midfield. I'm going to probably put in defense for a little bit. And vice versa. I'm going to switch it up a little bit because we're going to need to mix up speed and strength, okay, because of this new formation. Quick side note, when we take a kickoff, I want one of these players to come in, okay? We don't need to just be hoofing it up there, okay? We're allowed as many players as we want when it's our kickoff in the center circle. And so I want one player just to lay it off for the other one and attack, okay? But that's how we're going to play, okay? We're going to play closer together, okay? So we're closer together. And we're going to play 3 at the back, 3 in midfield. Now, if we were to talk about the central channel, okay, we've talked before about getting the ball out wide down the wings, down the flanks, and the reason that you would normally do this in normal soccer or in in professional soccer, whatever, is because they use the space, they get down the side, and then they cross the ball in the air, and it becomes what's called an aerial threat. It's a threat in the air, and then someone can header the ball in the goal. But you can't header in this league, okay? It's probably a silly rule, it really is, but you can't head the ball in this league, okay? And so not a lot of goals are coming from the wide areas. They are actually, almost all of the goals I've seen are coming down the central channel. Now, if we were to look at the central channel, okay, if we were to actually line it out, it would look just like this, okay? And so what you see is marked out the central channel. This is where the threat is, okay? And so everything that we should be doing when we're attacking, okay, is just trying to get the ball into the middle, into the central channel. This is where the danger zone is. This is where the goals come from. Now, I'm not saying just stay like kind of foosball players, you know, in like right here. If the ball's out wide, then you go out wide to get the ball, but always be trying to get it back into the central channel as soon as you can, okay? If one of their players has it out here, then of course, the nearest player to that player, you go out and you get the ball, okay? Let's get rid of the central channel, okay? And so what we have then is our 2 blocks of 3. Now, when we are defending, okay, we're playing, like I said, close together, okay? We're playing close together. The reason we're gonna play close together is to shore up these gaps, okay? So if we're coming out this way, all right, we're always facing the ball, okay, like a ship, okay? So a ship, it moves like this, it turns like this, okay? It doesn't do this, okay? It moves like this, okay? So if there's an attacking player, excuse me, if there's an attacking player here, okay, we're not like this, okay? We're facing the ball like a ship. We move around together. If I had 3 hands, I could show you exactly how that would work, but you know what I'm talking about. With the same distance apart, and we move around and we face the ball. If the attacking player's over here, okay, we're here, right, and the person closest to the ball, okay, is gonna go, and then look, then we can move in and back each other up. It's all about backing each other up. It's all about making them, okay, pass as many obstacles as possible to get a goal. Now, when we have the ball in attack, okay, notice these cups are a little bit bigger, just to kind of emphasize the fact that we just happen to be one of the smaller teams. When we have the ball, I want you defenders to line up in line with the ball, okay? So if the ball's over here, I want you, remember, to be lining up probably just behind the halfway line over there. If the ball's over there, defenders, I want you moving over as a unit over here, okay? Close together, okay? About the same distance apart, but close together, all right? Now, when we have the ball up here, our attack causing chaos up there, as I hope we do, this is one really important thing, okay? I need us to play staggered, okay? So whoever's playing in the middle, whether it's Yuri, Ryu, whether it's maybe put Gabriel, maybe put Kayla back there, get some fast players who can kick the ball far and hard, okay? I need you to play staggered, and what that means is I need the middle player to play about the same distance, okay? Okay, so about the same, about as close to the other players as you were before, but I need you to step back just a little bit, okay? So the central channel is protected just a little bit, and a good rule of thumb is to make sure that you can completely see the number on the back of these guys' shirts, all right? If you're here, you can kind of see them. If you're here, you can read the numbers clearly on the back of their shirts. What this does is when their big, strong keeper or defender, they kick it really far and hard up here and it bounces here, you're here to collect it. If you're here, okay, all in a line, and one of these guys just hoofs it over here, this fast guy, you can just run on, there's a massive amount of space, and we're gonna concede. But if you're back here, okay, when that ball comes over, you're gonna be more able to get it and clear it far and wide, okay, or if you can safely get it up and over into the central channel, that would be good, okay? So that's what that looks like, okay, and then quick word on attack. Okay, so attackers, we're gonna have obviously someone, not left wing, left midfield, not right wing, right midfield, and then central midfield. And you guys, you play as close together as the defense are, but you can also kind of cause chaos, okay? So the middleman, I want you to be able to do this, okay? And I want you to cover each other. So if the guy on the right, okay, so say this is Gabriel, or Holden, or Christian, or whoever, you notice that Fernando, he maybe goes over here, okay? Then you can move a little bit into the middle, all right? And the same goes for, say this is Luke, or whoever, Christian, or whoever on the left, okay? If the ball's over here, and say Fernando or Christian, whoever comes out to get the ball for whatever reason, then you can just step back into his position. You play close together, causing chaos, so they never actually know which position you guys are in, and you just kind of confuse them. As well, midfield, there's no striker. You're not three strikers. You're not three outright attacking players, okay? You're midfielders, which means you need to track back too. You need to come back and help the defense, okay? And that means that on things like set pieces, okay, so throws, corners, free kicks, goal kicks, okay, you need to make sure that you're marking up when they have the ball, because some of these teams, they're big and strong. They're going to kick the ball over into the danger area or throw it over. Some of these guys, I was watching a game last night, and these guys, some of these big fifth graders, they can throw the ball clear right into the middle, right into the danger zone from kind of over here. They're really strong and they can throw the ball far, which means as soon as they're over here and they're on the ball, okay, or they've got the ball, I need you to be marking up, okay? I need you to get close enough to touch them on the shoulder, win the ball back, make them make decisions, and then when you get the ball, be explosive, and then as soon as you can, you know, reset into those positions and just make sure that that whole central channel is always blocked, okay, at whatever angle the ball is at, all right? Now, I don't want you to bunch close together, you know, and play like we're, you know, U5 and, you know, just kind of, that creates too much space. But I want you to be able to, okay, play, to constantly just block their most direct routes to goal, okay, whatever that happens to be. It's going to be down the central channel, but it might be from this angle, it might be from that angle, and I want you to always just be, I want 6 bodies and plus a goalkeeper, 7 bodies in between them and the goal pretty much at all times, okay, as much as we can make that happen. So remember to mark up, get close to them, goal side in between them and the goal, and let's challenge, be aggressive, be explosive, and I think we can do really, really well, okay? I was so proud of you last week. You all did really well. Just a phenomenal all-round performance. So get some good rest tonight, okay? If you need to watch this video 2 or 3 times, please do that. I have to talk fast, so these videos are shorter. I have an accent, I get that. If you want to clarify something, then text me or get your folks to message me, and I can clarify anything that you want me to clarify, okay? Have a nice, healthy, hearty breakfast in the morning, drink lots of water. We've got 2 games, they're quite close together, so make sure that you're well rested and that you're ready to go. Let's go out, let's try everything we can to win, and most importantly, let's just have fun doing it, okay? Let's just really enjoy ourselves and have a blast. So this is Coach Adam signing off. I'll see you tomorrow, and just have a great Friday and Saturday, and I'll see you at the games tomorrow. Go Red Bulls.